You see me at everything?
Well, I see on Facebook where you're at everything.
That's why you need to join me. Get on this wagon with me. And I don't have to go by myself.
Yeah.
Glenn called and say, Lisa, it's a Delph night out in Mount Clemens. I went out there by myself. With Glenn and his wife.
You could come in.
I need your number, honest to goodness, because I have a new phone, I have no numbers. And I text you,
I know, right? Like, can we make a little Facebook?
yeah,
So just share your calendar. And we're all where you are. And we can all be
I
here.
can do that, I can do that, honest to goodness, and still got my homework done. Yeah. Grace of God and coffee, lay down the spot, yeah, all my homework done. I'm telling you that, you gotta really want it, right, Kelly? You gotta
Right.
want it.
Gotta
And
want it.
I want it, that's why I'm like everywhere,
You gotta want it.
you gotta want it.
You get what you put into it.
Everywhere that I'm,
Not supposed to.
yeah, so I'm everywhere that I'm informed about.
And I think having a deaf friend is very helpful too, because they give you a lot of information to tag along with them and get out of the way and meet different people.
That's how I
That's
found out,
Right? Like,
Yeah, that's why I'm everywhere. As long as I got gas money, I'll go. I wanted to go to Arizona, I was like, oh, I ain't got $15. I need that, put in the tank, because I've been gone for 2 days in a row. And I've never been there, and I really wanted to go there. I never
What was
been
there?
to the Dad's Dingo or something, yeah, I've never been there, so that'll be on my calendar
I wanna go to
for
that.
next month. Yeah, I know, it's
Oh, I
not
can
so
go
much.
to that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right out 94, so yeah, that's not bad.
All right, you ready? Charlie? All right, so. All right, batteries are dead. Lovely. Okay, so this is our agenda. Who did the extra credit? Okay, so if one person who did that extra credit, good? Okay, all
Good
right.
for you.
Yay. So we will have you show us that or tell us that in a bit here. And then I mocked up the proposed schedules for weeks 10 and 11 so you kind of know when your stuff is due. Continuing certifications, word of the day at some point, processing activity. So, case presentations, pay close attention to the things that I've written on your case presentations. If I've written them on there, I can make sure that you are definitely, particularly in the one that asks you for each solution that you come up with, what are the consequences for each stakeholder? So make sure you're doing that if you haven't been already. Like most people have been doing it, so you're fine. But if you did get a note on your case presentation that you didn't give me enough information, the rubric deducts points when you don't separate it out for each stakeholder. Cool? All right. So, what happened to our puzzle? Well, I don't know, but we're gonna do our puzzle, because we always do that first. Very annoying. Okay, so. Find the hidden phrase or title.
Double hurdle.
Double hurdle? Anybody else?
Hands in his pants.
Yep.
Hands in his pants.
bird in the hand is equal to
Two
two
in
in
the
the
bush.
bush.
Eggs over easy.
You're in.
You're on time.
You're on
You're
time.
on time. Deep thought.
Even thought.
Hmm.
So let's move on to the next one.
You can't see the forest or the trees.
Dirty dozen.
Dirty dozen.
There's 12 of them. 12,
Or no,
Mm,
one
man
man,
amongst
a
men.
man, yep,
yeah.
a man amongst men.
A man amongst men.
Diamond in the rough.
What was the lead one?
Light at the end of the end of the tunnel, near the light at the end of the tunnel.
Stop in the name, the other one is stop in the name of love.
Yeah,
What's the lead?
Step in the name of,
so we didn't get this one, right?
No leads.
Back to that one, all right.
Lesser two evils.
Lesser two evils.
Mm-hmm.
Calm before the storm. Blood is thicker than water.
Mm-hmm.
Blood everywhere.
Blood's thicker than water.
Yeah.
Let's put that up.
Oh, cheeks. Oh, cheeks to cheeks.
Mhm.
High tide.
High tide. Growing.
Rising.
Rising tide.
Shrinking violet.
Mhm.
Over and over.
Over and over. All right, so let's go back to this one.
Is it an O or a T? I mean, an O or a zero?
I guess that would make a difference. I don't know. It kind of looks like a zero to me, but
Zero. Overtime.
0 over 40.
0 over 40. Seems to not be a phrase, but
Zero time.
yeah, it could be. Yeah. What was the other one? Wasn't one of these.
The
We
lead.
got those.
Lead.
Yeah, that one.
There's no leaves? No
Any
leaves.
thoughts?
No leads.
No leads. And what was the other one? That one, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
And then we were not quite sure on this one. So
Over and over?
on let's see,
Over and over?
column 3, 40 below 0. This one, 40 below 0.
Oh, 40.
And then column 3, next one, oh, lead by the nose. Oops,
Ah.
lead by the
Lead by
nose.
nose. Oh.
Dang.
Lead by
Then
nose.
let's see, over and over again, so yes.
Yeah, over and over.
That one over and over again, whoops, right there.
And then-
And then this one, which is, wait, let's call one. Oh, root canal,
Root canal.
Suez.
Suez Canal,
Ah.
root canal.
Square rear roof
I
sign.
never got that.
Awful. Yes.
Wait.
Okay,
Wait. Just do it again.
oh, right, this thing's not working. Okay, so your proposed, this is the proposed schedule for weeks 10 and 11. There's one group that is doing 3 different things, so just turn in your, because they think you're split up between the 2 days, so just turn in your, team anthology week 11. Alright, so this is how it's gonna be, this is how the topics are gonna show up. So we have 4 topics being covered, and they're bolded, it's hard to see because this isn't blown up enough, let me blow it up a little bit more. There. So week 10, theater, platform performance, religious interpreting, week 11, social work, VRI, VRS. And then, of course, all these other topics that we'll talk about. So you got that down?
Yeah.
You good? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Who's paying attention? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
They are terrible, they are bashing me over here, Kelly.
How about everybody thumbs up, thumbs down? Are we good?
Save me.
Are we good? We see all those thumbs, we're not moving on until I see them. Okay. Right. So let's go back to the, okay, so, what'd you come up with?
Okay, so, I just did pre to 1988, and I just came up with a stupid poem about cats. And I used like each letter being like a different word. And then there's, I gave 3 words that aren't, the regular word. So, if cats took charge, they'd corrupt South Carolina. Then more cats start changing into really scary cats. Oh, I can't stand cat liars. So, crush pet assassins.
Cool, so, we should probably distribute that to everybody so they can memorize the cat poem. Okay, so go ahead and turn that in the turn-in pile. And then I'll scan it in or type it in or something. And I'll put it up on D12. Thank you. Nobody else did the extra credit? Okay, well, you have another extra credit chance, because we have more certifications to talk about today. So if you wanna come up with something to get the extra credit points, then please do for next week. Cool, okay. Now, you're gonna wanna get out your,
Are we doing any case presentation?
oh yeah, we gotta go back to case presentations, don't we? For some reason. Case presentations, yeah, we gotta do case presentations. I'm gonna have to look at my slides, I mean, hidden slides that should be hidden. Okay, so case presentations, who wants to go? Okay.
I did 127. It was, you're an interpreter in an elementary mainstream program where you tend to spend a lot of time sitting on the floor with students or outside on the field for gym. You tend to wear very comfortable clothing. One day the classroom teacher you work with tells you she thinks you should start dressing more professional. So I did a type and length of interpreting assignment, probably about 7 hours for school. The setting environment is the classroom. The topic subject would be the child's education. Participants and consumers would be 20 to 40 maybe, depending on the class size. What's the conflict? The teacher of the students wishes for the interpreter to dress more professionally. The stakeholders would be the interpreter, the students, and the teacher. I have 2 possible solutions. The first one being the interpreter could dress more professionally but bring a change of clothes for when it's absolutely necessary to be dressed more comfortable, such as gym or outside. The second one is the interpreter could try and explain as to why it's more important that they dress comfortable to the teacher and apologize for not realizing that the teacher wasn't okay with that. And then my consequences for each solution. For the first one of the interpreter dressing professionally but bringing clothes. The interpreter would have to wear comfortable clothes that don't match the interpreting situation and have to change in and out of comfortable clothes often. The students would have to wait for the interpreter to change and waste time. The teacher would be pleased with the attire of the interpreter. And then for the interpreter explaining to the teacher, the interpreter could possibly be allowed to wear more comfortable clothing that if they can get through to the teacher. The communication function was to educate. The students, no time will be wasted, so the interpreter is available to the students at all times. The teacher may not be thrilled about the attire choice, but will hopefully understand why it's important. The sources from the CPC, I have, the CPC states in 3.4 that the interpreter shall comply with the established workplace codes of conduct, notify appropriate personnel if the conflict with this code of professional conduct, and actively seek resolution where warranted. The CPC also states in 3.5 that the interpreter shall conduct and present themselves in an unobtrusive manner and exercise care in choice of attire. And then I have this falling under professional standards, because the interpreter has to decide before the class how to dress and how to professionally talk to the teacher about it. Anything? Okay.
Go.
I'd like the class's feedback on a question.
Okay.
And your feedback too, Leonard. Okay. Can I see your book? Can I see your book, please? Because I was on the phone on the desk where I did my assignments.